Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are taking your source material and heading straight for one of the most, well, sought after coastlines in Southeast Asia, Phuket.
Hmm.
We're diving deep into its luxury villa market, trying to make sense of the incredible range of locations out there for buyers and
That's a
renters.
big landscape.
It really is. And the mission today is pretty clear. It's easy to get lost in all the glossy photos of infinity pools, right?
Absolutely. Palm trees everywhere.
Exactly. But if you're actually looking to invest or maybe find a long-term place to live, the location, that choice dictates everything. Your lifestyle, the investment return, the whole experience.
Yeah, totally.
So we're cutting through that noise. Where do you find that genuine, peaceful hideaway? And where is the spot that offers maybe a bit more buzz but is still a solid, maybe sustainable investment?
And look, this isn't just guesswork or reading travel guides. Our deep dive today is really grounded in some serious on-the-ground expertise.
Mm-hmm.
It leans heavily on insights from Ocean Worldwide. Now, they're a luxury real estate agency, and they've been operating right there in Phuket since 2004.
Okay, so decades of experience.
Decades. And their director, Sandra O'Neill, she's personally helped literally thousands of families and property investors figure out this exact market. So the info we're working with is, well, it's investment grade. It's based on real deals and deep local knowledge.
That's fantastic context. Okay, so let's get into it. The source material seems to organize Fouquet's villa scene quite logically, basically contrasting, total peace and quiet with areas that are more immersed in the action.
A good way to frame it.
So let's start at the quiet end of that spectrum, the places where tranquility is really the top priority, the tranquil havens.
Yeah, if the main goal is just absolute quiet, like the total opposite of a busy resort hotel, the analysis really points you away from the main tourist hubs.
Okay, first stop, Cape Panwa. It's down on the southeastern tip. The sources consistently mention its serenity, that laid-back, quiet charm.
Right. Panwa is definitely where you go if you genuinely want to switch off. Just embrace that slower rhythm of island life.
And what does that mean from an investment or residential angle? Is it just about the vibe?
Well, what's interesting about Cape Panwa, especially for investors, is its stability. It seems to have more of a long-term residential appeal. It's maybe less affected by the big swings in short-term tourism.
I see.
You often see a focus there on villas that blend traditional Thai style with modern comforts, often on the East Coast, spacious places, private pools. It feels more residential, less like a party zone.
Okay, so you trade maybe some central convenience for that piece. Let's move north then. Way past the airport, apparently, you find Natai Beach. The source calls it a hidden gem. Why is that? Less crowded.
Significantly less crowded, yeah. That's a big part of it. But Natai's real value proposition is, well, it's physical. It's about the beach itself.
Okay.
Soft golden sand, calm seas. But the real kicker, the thing that comes up again and again, is that many luxury villas there boast the massive plus of direct beach access.
Direct beach access. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing, obviously. But in Thailand, does that phrase raise any specific issues, like legally?
You've hit on a crucial point, yes. This is where serious buyers really need to pay attention.
Okay.
Securing truly private direct access involves navigating some pretty complex riparian land use laws. Basically, the laws governing where the land meets the sea.
Right.
So when a listing, especially from a reputable source like Ocean Worldwide, explicitly guarantees that direct access, it signifies a huge, legally verified premium. It's not just about being close to the sand, it's a defined legal boundary. It really sets those properties apart.
Got it. That's a really important distinction. Okay, one more in this tranquil category, Aoyan Bay. Described as the ultimate local secret, a genuinely peaceful escape.
Yeah, Aoyan seems to be defined almost by what it doesn't have.
Beaches.
Noisy bars, busy shops, that kind of high-impact tourism infrastructure. It's got this authentic, really unhurried feel. The
Yeah.
focus is purely on, quiet mornings, maybe looking out over the bay.
Yeah.
So for someone investing purely for relaxation or looking for a residence focused on peace, Aoyan really proves that even on a world-famous island like Phuket, you can still find these pockets of, well, genuine seclusion.
Okay, that paints a clear picture of the super quiet options. But what if you want some convenience? Let's shift gears a bit. Segment 2, the balanced lifestyle. Areas that give you that relaxed beach feel, but are still reasonably close to amenities or, a bit of action.
Right. This is where things get interesting for a lot of people. And first up here is Kamala Beach over on the West Coast.
Kamala. The sources seem to consistently call this the sweet spot. Why?
It just hits that nice balance. It's definitely got more life than the quiet bays like Aoyan. You got facilities nearby, but it's not nearly as intense as, say, Patong. It keeps a really strong family-friendly vibe.
So it's the middle ground, basically.
Mhm.
Good beach, soft sand, villas with privacy, but you can still pop out for dinner easily.
Exactly. You're not isolated. You've got quality restaurants, shops just a short drive away. It seems to be the market with the broadest appeal, especially for families or maybe people looking for decent rental income without, massive risk.
Makes sense. Okay, moving just a bit south from there, we hit Surin Beach. That name has history, right? Millionaire's Row.
It does, yeah. While the scene there has evolved a bit over the years, Surin still holds on to this inherent sophistication. It's got laid-back charm, but it definitely balances that natural beauty with very comfortable upscale living.
So upscale amenities, beautiful scenery. You expect the private pools, maybe staff included. Is there a catch? If we're looking at it from an investment perspective, does that prestige come with extra costs?
Absolutely, that's a key point. The sustained appeal and the level of luxury in Surin, especially within its gated communities, often translates into higher running costs. Think strata fees, maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
It adds up. It's still a fantastic choice for that blend of beauty and comfort, but yeah, potential buyers definitely need to factor in the ongoing premium required to maintain that standard.
Good to know. All right, the final one in this balance group is maybe a surprise. Patong Beach. Now, everyone knows Patong. Vibrant, maybe a bit chaotic Bangla Road. That doesn't exactly scream luxury villa exclusivity.
You'd think so, right? But this is where Phuket's geography, its topography, plays a clever role.
How so?
The luxury villas associated with Patong aren't typically right in the hustle and bustle. They're almost always located up on the hillside overlooking the bay.
Ah, okay. Elevation is key.
Exactly. Being elevated completely changes the experience. You get these incredible sweeping panoramic views of Padang Bay, the Andaman Sea.
Okay.
Just stunning.
So the geography itself kind of buffers the noise. You get the convenience. You're only minutes away from all the restaurants and nightlife. But your villa is this calm, elevated sanctuary with killer views.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's a really smart way to develop. You leverage the view, which is a huge asset, while basically neutralizing the potential downside of the location's energy. High convenience meets high comfort.
Very clever. Okay, let's shift focus again. Segment 3. We're moving into the realm of the truly ultimate, ultra-exclusive retreats. These are locations or properties tied to world-class, high-end resort brands.
Yeah, and these names, they're more than just fancy hotels. They act as, like, benchmarks for quality and prestige in the surrounding real estate market.
So first example.
We have to start with the Monpuri. It's pretty much the global standard setter for this kind of thing, known for understated elegance, incredible service, and just extreme privacy on its own peninsula.
Okay, the sources mention amazing pavilions, villas, private pools, but for someone thinking about buying nearby, not just staying there, what's the takeaway? The halo effect.
That's exactly the term. The very presence of a brand like Amanpuri nearby provides this immediate, proven benchmark for the quality, the service levels, the overall desirability you can expect in that area. It lifts the whole neighborhood.
Right. And others mentioned?
Rosewood Phuket down in Emerald Bay is another great example. Their whole philosophy is a sense of place, blending modern design with Thai influences. That kind of commitment anchors the expectations for quality all around it.
And what about getting even more exclusive, like private islands?
Yeah, the sources mention those too. The Naka Island, which is a luxury collection resort you get there by speedboat, that offers that really definitive secluded island experience. And then there's Six Senses Yao Noi over on Koh Yao Noi. This was particularly interesting for buyers focused on wellness and sustainability.
Sustainable luxury.
Exactly. It's set on 24 acres, huge focus on eco-friendly practices, but with absolutely incredible views of Phang Nga Bay's limestone formations. Personal butlers, private pools, the whole 9 yards, but with that sustainable ethos.
So the insight here, drawing on the expertise from Ocean Worldwide, is that when you see these big, globally recognized resort names, it signals a kind of secure investment corridor. Their presence validates the infrastructure, the security, the market confidence in that specific spot.
Absolutely. It provides a really strong foundation for resale value down the line, A buyer knows that the quality bar has been set exceptionally high by these major players, and that benefits all the private villas in the vicinity too.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So we've journeyed across the whole spectrum, from the really quiet coves like Awan Bay, through the balanced spots like Surin, up to these ultra-luxe branded compounds. Let's get to the so what. How do we synthesize all this for you, the listener? Connect it back to what a modern luxury villa actually provides beyond just the postcode.
Yeah, I think the main takeaway, looking at the analysis, especially from an agency like Ocean Worldwide that sees the transactions, is that a luxury villa today isn't just a bigger hotel room. It's conceived as a private, bespoke environment built for exclusivity.
And the amenities reflect that.
Totally. The expectation is now comprehensive. Private infinity pools are almost standard. Fully equipped kitchens, yes, but also high-end services are becoming prerequisites. Think private chefs, daily housekeeping, even personal butlers in many cases.
And who are these best suited for? The sources mention families quite strongly.
Very much so. Villas offer that unparalleled privacy and space that families often need. Dedicated areas like game rooms, maybe even private cinemas sometimes. Features that a standard resort suite just can't offer.
So just to clarify that distinction, a villa is more like a private asset you control.
Exactly. It's an asset. You dictate the management, you handle the operational costs, you personalize the experience entirely. A resort, on the other hand, offers a more structured, albeit luxurious, product experience with shared services.
And that control aspect is key for investors.
It's huge. That operational control and flexibility is a major reason why villas appeal so strongly to long-term property investors, not just holidaymakers.
And we have to come back to Phuket's landscape, don't we? That hilly terrain seems crucial.
Oh, absolutely. It's the engine driving so much of this luxury market. It's not just pretty scenery. It's what creates those breathtaking panoramic views you find in places like Cape Anwa or up on the hillsides above Patong.
So the view itself becomes a primary feature, maybe even more important than being right on the sand sometimes.
In many luxury segments, yes. That ability to look out across the Andaman Sea from an elevated private spot, that ensures that even if a beach below gets busy, the experience within the villa remains exclusive, world-class. It's a huge part of the value.
Okay, so we've done a comprehensive tour today, really mapping out Phuket's luxury villa market, from the deep seclusion of Aoyang Bay to the chic balance of Surin, and seeing how those top-tier resort brands validate certain areas.
It's quite a journey across the island, isn't it? And it raises, I think, a final sort of provocative thought that the source material hints at, especially when it touches on comparing Phuket to places like, say, Singapore.
Oh, what's that?
Is the main value proposition of a high-end Phuket villa still purely about leisure and holidays? Or is it actually shifting towards something more holistic? A long-term lifestyle and investment choice that emphasizes quality of life, maybe sustainability, personal control, prioritizing those things over, perhaps, the purely financial high-density returns you might chase in a major city.
That's interesting. A shift in what luxury or value even means for buyers.
Exactly. That potential shift in priorities might just define the new generation of luxury property buyers in destinations like Phuket.
That is a fascinating concept to think about. Well, if you want to explore these stunning locations we've discussed further, or maybe discover some of those exclusive listings, the bespoke designer villas and so on, remember this insight comes directly from the experts on the ground. That's Ocean Worldwide, the luxury real estate agency operating in Phuket since 2004, led by Sandra O'Neill, who's guided so many buyers. You can find more at their website, oceanwwp.com.
oceanwwp.com. Definitely worth a look.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.